Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Against Barcelona.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And we're underway. So Javier Zanetti, Jim, very little doubt, I suppose, that he will have a huge influence on the outcome today.
Absolutely, Peter. One of his teammates even said he was better than all of us put together, which goes to show how complete a player he actually is. When it comes to balancing attack and defence, I'm not sure there's ever been anyone better.
Passing is crisp and sharp, shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. He shifted it to the flank. Barcelona looking to pass their way through, and that's a good ball, expertly cut out, really nicely done. Dunk calmly anticipates. It's a pretty loose pass. Yeah, that looks a decent ball, not the most accurate pass. Azar. And here's Beckham. Ibrahimovic. He's found a way through. Nice interception, well timed. Azar. Pretty cagey early on from both sides. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Neymar.
This is the time you need that pace.
Ambitious ball here. Chiellini cuts out the pass. Neymar. And it's Van Nistelrooy. Aimed beyond the defence. Floated through. He's got away. A lot of space ahead of him. Oh, smashing header! Goal! Japan! He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Japan have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, easy pickings there. Now that's well seen too.
Japan are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be very sharp, chasing non-stop, running after lost causes.
Yeah, and you need a lot of movement up front if you're going to make it work.
Zanetti. Neymar. And it's Luis Suarez, neatly clipped into space. He is Pele! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Beautifully worked to take the defence out of the picture, but there'll be no rush to see the replay on this.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Oh, that's well spotted. Neymar. Neymar. That has been cut short. Pirlo. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. And he skips past his man. That's a good run he's making there. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And here's Hullet, gives it back, and it's Zanetti. Aimed in towards the centre.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
Time and again they are repelled, and that has left him in a heap. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Chiellini. Xavi Alonso. Zanetti.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Couldn't squeeze it through. Neymar. Xavi Alonso. Neymar. Looking for the run. And he's Azar! Now, who's going to be first to this? Makaleli. Oh, this looks sharp. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Pele looking understandably energised after his goal. It's Ibrahimovic! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Neymar. Gullit can be a real threat inside the box. Zanetti. There's the whistle for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Japan head for the dressing room in possession of a 1-0 lead. And we're off again.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out, see if you can open them up a bit more.
Gullit. That's a good ball out wide. Oh, he's found support out wide. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, a delicate chip through. Dunk promptly onto that, and that is that. Gullit. Van Nistelrooy! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing. Driving forward, laid out to the left flank. Pele, oh, good ball, takes a shot! Really well taken goal. And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion.
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. And the finish! They've scored! Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Now there's a fine ball. Makalele did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies.
And he shoots! They've done it! There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
So the lead now is 2.
I wonder if the manager is tempted to go for another and really kill the game off completely. I, for one, think he should now.
A probing pass. Chiellini gets over and intercepts. Played back into the centre. Barcelona finding their passes. Hazard, deep cross. And he knocks it clear. And it's Gnabry. And he's cut it out. Makalele plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Can he get it through? Oh, it's played into the area. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Makalele. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Chiellini. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Oh, no joy this time. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Dunk makes the interception. Just about up to 75 minutes. Xavi Alonso. Out to the right. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And he's forced to go back. Xavi Alonso. Barcelona looking to pass their way through. That's a shade optimistic. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And this is Van Nistelrooy. Beckham. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Looking for options for movement. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Gnabry gets into a good position. And they can counter here. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Pele looking to get on the end of this. Pele proves just a little bit too strong. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Pirlo. Ferdinand. Pele. And here's Ibrahimovic. Look at this. Pele! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Bullet. Barcelona finding their passes. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Dunk cuts it out. And that is that. So smiles all round as they shamelessly indulge in the post-whistle euphoria. A win achieved through the right balance of industry and inspiration. A really satisfying day's
Just
work.
a quick announcement. It is now
Pele
time for our
claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Against Romania.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. The action has already started. Well, there's the man we're all here to see, the thriller-minute Neymar. He really does turn every game into a showbiz occasion. So I wonder, Jim, what is in today's show?
Well, plenty, we hope, Peter. Being the kind of player who likes to take it upon himself to win, whether it's his vision and creativity or being more direct in providing a threat up front, we're bound to see something special, I hope.
Because we always have in the past.
Indeed.
Ibrahimovic! He's scored!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Romania are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Japan finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Good ball over the top. It's Pele! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
It was such a clever idea to lift it into his path.
Cantona. Bergomi. Thuram. Romania disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Pele. And this is Luis Suarez. Played out to the right. And he's worked it through. He's in space and looking for options. Ball's gone out of play. Now it's Luis Suarez, looking for options for movement. That has been cut short. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And it's Ibrahimovic.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Figo is always looking to play quality balls. No way through. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Nice interception, well timed.
Japan really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
Making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run at...
Chance! Romania are doing very nicely, thank you.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
And he was quick to react. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Decent chance! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they're at it again in double quick time. And that's it. So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us... The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So we're up and running. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
There's no shortage of great fullbacks in the game today, but Robertson really is among the very best. Some true legends of the game have sung his praises, and I can't disagree. Pace, directness, distribution are all his outstanding qualities, and he does it time and time again.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. That's a lovely, neat pass. Now it's Messi, and this is Batistuta. Cannavaro gets across to intercept that. Now it's Messi. Foot in. Bale. Figo. Pele. Figo. He's got tall. Intercepts the throw. That's well read. Now who's going to be first to this? Picked out brilliantly. But it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
Well, they've made all the inroads and their confidence is taking on a growth spurt.
Robertson is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Well, good play on the left-hand side here. It's a good-looking delivery. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. Makaleli. Cannavaro gets over and intercepts. Pirlo. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? He's got away. Hit into the... It's a mighty effort! Goal! Japan! Terrific header. He met that with aplomb.
Yeah, but I think most of the credit has to go for the ball into the box, Peter. Just came in at the perfect time and the perfect angle.
After 22 minutes,
Japan have taken the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Looking for the run. Can he finish? And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And we have our very first corner. And it's been taken short. Japan are looking to go forward now. Tries a shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. This is their second corner of the game. And he's had a hit! And that is wildly off target.
Robertson probably should have taken a breath and looked for runners. It helps to put your head up from time to time, Peter.
Messi, Pirlo promptly onto that, and that is that. That's an imaginative pass. Oh, that's clever. Oh, good ball. Chance for a shot! Sticks it away! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. What a moment of brilliance, control and perfect accuracy.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Pedri. Rijkaard. Out to the right. Lofted in. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. So, third corner of the game. And now they can spring out of defence. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And there's a fine touch. Now it's Ibrahimovic. It's a promising position. Pedri. Oh, they can break here. Nicely weighted ball. And that's another good win of the ball. Messi unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Batistuta. Robertson. Ball played for Rijkaard.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. And he's away. Chance! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get press from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to swim.
And that's it. Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Begden alongside me and to wish you all a very good... So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello,
the game yet to kick off. The excitement
match.
already palpable.
Manchester United against Japan.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So off we go then. And the list of names suggests that what we have in front of us here, Jim, is a 3-5-2 formation.
Well, this system, Peter, allows for a really expansive passing game. If your centre-backs can play, then you see lots of diagonal switches to the wing-backs, and it all makes for a stylish, attractive bundle. However, its biggest weakness are those gaps between centre-backs and wing-back.
It's bounced back off the post. Passing is crisp and sharp. Thuram. Well read, nice interception. Now it's Luis Suarez. Koundé tries making a foray down the right. Koundé drives forward on the overlap. Gnabry. Gnabry plays it in. And it's Rijkaard. Rijkaard unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Knocks it into space. Gnabry. It's a good-looking delivery. Ferdinand gets it clear. It's their second corner of the game. Big chance! And now a sudden chance to counter. Played back in. Delivers with chance! Oh, it's hit the post!
Manchester United definitely are on top of things in these early stages, Peter. If this is how they intend to go on, I think the opposition might see some trouble.
Keeper has taken decisive action. And he's in on goal. Roberto Carlos! And he's quick to get it clear again. Japan are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, big header! Harmlessly behind. A poorly directed kick from the keeper. He's given it away. It's a pretty loose pass. Cannavaro. It's a really well-measured ball. Tonali.
Well, Peter, at this stage we often focus on the creative and goal-scoring talent, but I'm going to mention a defender in Lilian Thuram. As good as they come for me, very strong and athletic and competent in every other department you care to...
Tries a shot! Roberto Carlos is looking to influence the game from out wide. Manchester United were a team looking for an outlet, and it seems, Jim, as though they've found one.
Yeah, and if that allows them to get people running at and even going beyond that defence, then you can start asking more questions.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Gnabry.
You have to expect that from everyone now.
Rijkaard. Cannavaro. Manchester United finding their passes. He's shifting through the gears here. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Roberto Carlos could try cutting inside here. Oh, the touch is just too thick. Could really have done without that.
Oh, what a dampener that was, just when we were hoping he'd turn up the heat.
Now it's Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. The defender is not giving up on this. And it's Beckham. Nicely weighted ball. And he's cut it out. Well, I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. Manchester United looking to pass their way through. Oh, he's burst through! Bale goes for a shot! It's run loose, who's going to get there? Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Now it's Pele. Nicely worked. Shapes to shoot! And that was probably asking just too much.
Well, he's never the sort to doubt his own capabilities. Always fancies himself, no matter what the situation.
Rijkaard. Ronaldinho. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Pele. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Can he get it through? Nice interception. His positioning was spot on.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
There will be 1 minute added
And it's
time.
Luis Suarez. Pirlo is always looking to break lines. And we've reached half-time. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. Here we go again.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Beckham gets into a good position.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
Rijkaard. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Thuram. And it's Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho. Now it's Luis Suarez. Cannavaro. Koundé. Looking for the run. Pirlo. Now it's Luis Suarez. Now it's Luis Suarez. That is ended up in no man's land. And it's Gnabry. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Ronaldinho. And he's picked out the run. And this is Bale. It's a goal kick. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Pele, and that's a good... And the shot! Denied by an instinctive save.
Ibrahimovic clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
He's had a shot! Great effort, beautifully taken.
That's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
And still, we await the first breakthrough. And it's Ronaldinho. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Stood up well to him there. Aimed beyond the defence. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Ibrahimovic is sporting a guilty look after that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Ibrahimovic looks to get on the end of this. Japan, disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Ronaldinho. Koundé is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Well, Peter, I don't think there's anything tactical or injury related here. I think it's just all about the push for a goal now.
Substitution in progress.
It'll be a throw-in. Japan are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Gnabry. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Oh, that's neat. That has not gone well. Nice looking ball. Oh, no joy this time. Roberto Carlos. And it's Tonali. Makalele does well to get it back.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
That's been cut out, well played. And the counter is on. Tonali, Gnabry. Gnabry going face-to-face with his great rival. Bale, Neymar.
Look, this is so frustrating. Passing without any end product is just passing time.
Good ball over the top. This looks promising. Gullit takes a shot! And he hits the net! That could turn out to be a huge, huge goal!
What a time to take the lead. But now comes the dilemma of whether you ought to hold on or go for it again and try and extend your advantage. That's always been the harder option, in my experience.
It's Neymar! So close to drawing level.
Well, that's the response the crowd were looking for, Peter, and it's applause all round us here.
Some really good ball movement. Gnabry. This could be their final throw of the dice.
Substitution for Manchester United.
Desperate defending required here.
Gnabry. Number 7, right guard. Number 17, Tonali.
Manchester United really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Mateus. Number 41, right.
Played out to the right. Now it's Neymar. He has found the way through.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Messi, very much a man of this moment. Looking for options for movement. He is through here. And he's whipped it across. Oh, smashing header! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the line. Quite a ride. Gullit taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Your reflections then, Jim?
Japan deservedly very happy with their win, and the clean sheet is a very nice bonus. They dealt with all the threats very, very easily and kept control throughout.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. A fabulous show of vivid colour and vocal cords. The new look Camp Nou at its best. So it's down to business here. Jim, how are you reading the formation?
Yeah, Peter, you can look at this formation 1 minute and think that it is 4-3-3, and the next time you check it'll be 4-5-1, and it's all to do with whether you've got the ball or not, and the wider attacking players being asked to apply defensive discipline too.
Oh, he's been caught napping! Cross needs to be good.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And this is Ibrahimovic. What a throw in. Oh, sweet feet. It's a threatening ball. Pele! Oh, it's hit the post. Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Pele can really show some outlandish skills, which is always welcome and obviously refreshing.
Looking for options for movement. He's shifting. It's Snyder! And he's managed to get rid. Now it's Ibrahimovic. And this is Beckham. Nicely weighted ball. Pele powering forward here. Look at the shoots! Goal! Japan! And Japan are in front. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Barcelona finding themselves unexpectedly behind. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Raul is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Played back in. Schneider, lovely pass, but can he get there? Pele, and that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Barcelona clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it? Haaland! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Haaland really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And the keeper beats it away. Japan are looking to go forward now. Pele providing an outlet on that flank. And that is out and behind. It's a good block. Corner number 2 then. He's in a great position here.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Ibrahimovic. Raul. Rashford. Robertson is looking to influence the game from out wide. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Makalele. Makalele goes steaming forward. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this. And he's there to clear it. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Van Dijk. 30 minutes gone. Xavi Alonso. Barcelona finding their passes. Rafinha. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And it's Bergomi. And it's Xavi Alonso. Shot could be on. Rijkaard is fouled. Pirlo is the team's great visionary, looking to play him in. It's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Oh, I was on the edge of my seat then. He just took on one too many.
Oh, that's a key interception.
Japan can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Rafinha. Ball swung in, and that is expertly dealt with. Raul. That's good running with the ball. Bergomi gets over and intercepts. Xavi Alonso. Raul. Good defending there. They've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. That has been slung wide. Ball driven towards the far post. Dida deals with that nice and simple. Bergomi. Raul. It's Xavi Alonso. Haaland. That is ended up in no man's land. Out to the right. Back into the middle. Thinks about the shot. And he shoots! Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Japan are 1-0 up at half-time, and it's all to play for. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Japan really
climbs up big!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Turns and goes back. He's having a go! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Beckham has another go! Smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
Yeah, that was really sharp. That kind of delivery can play havoc with defences.
Robertson. And it's Schneider. To Schneider. Makalele wins the duel this time. Nicely worked. Ibrahimovic. That pass has been well intercepted. Chooses to go cross-field.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Makalele. Now it's Pele. And he's running through. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And it's Pirlo. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Xavi Alonso. Barcelona are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Raul. Passing is crisp and sharp. Stood up well to him there. Pirlo. Plays a sharp little ball here. And he walks. And a shot! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Japan certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the message they're sending out now is pretty loud and clear. Let's grab a second goal and give ourselves an element of comfort.
Ibrahimovic. Played out towards the right wing. Passes coming off in quick succession. Shapes to shoot! Ibrahimovic is flagged offside. Gabriel. Robertson. Xavi Alonso. Barcelona looking to pass their way through. And it's Luis Suarez. Schneider caresses it through. Not the most convincing of passes. He's beaten the last man. And the shot! He scores! Barcelona are back in business. Simplicity itself.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. Killer pass, perfectly delivered.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Suarez unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. And this is Luis Suarez. Schneider. Makaleli. Now then, the ball's come loose. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Keeper's got good distance on that. Raul knocks it into space. Oh, that's an excellent interception.
Barcelona really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Chance for a shot! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Rashford fully appreciates that he could have won it then, and now he'll be all the keener not to lose it.
Oh, good spread. Thuram calmly anticipates. Suarez is herring after that one. And there's green grass ahead of him. Chance, surely! And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Pele. And this is Ibrahimovic. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Ibrahim, a header! Harmlessly behind. And it's Schneider. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
And he's picked it up out wide. Raul. Showing good feet. Rafinha could try cutting inside here. Cross deflected behind for a corner. Desperate defending required here.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And this is Schneider. Rashford.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box.
Roll! Yes, he's done it! And that has raised the roof! His position was perfect, the invitation was there for... And we're done. Japan played more than a part in what has been a very exciting game. A game that began so promisingly...